Chatting to A GREEFF about the runners on Friday, and the yard gets off to a busy start with 4 runners. Admiral's Chance will try a touch further, as well as the turf for the first time, and he races alongside Douglas Devastator, Forbidden Beast and the Reflex.
Morning, Nadine. Yeah, we had a little bit of rain Wednesday, and we start off, like you say, Admiral's Chance drawn well, improving with each run. The winner last time won really well, but he was a clear second, and I think he'll enjoy the 1600. I think, he is a horse on the up and on the improve, and was still green running second. Douglas Devastator is a horse that's a big horse. He needs a little bit more education, but I think we'll get improvement. Forbidden Beast improving, always there, finishing off not far out the money each time.
Yeah.
The Reflex, we've added blinkers, but he needs to improve a little bit.
In race 2, 3 fillies will step out, starting with Rhythm of the Rain, who will be trying the blinkers and refitted with the earmuffs. Southwester can improve, and Yemaya ran on very well on debut last time out.
Yes, Rhythm of the Rain, one of those unlucky fillies. It's always running second, and maybe she gets a touch of luck this time. Southwester, she was very green first time. She did show a little bit of pace early in the race and then faded, and I think that was on the potty. It was meant to be on the grass that day. Yemaya, likewise, she got left a couple of lengths at the start and made up some good ground. Nice filly. I think she'll enjoy this 1200 up the straight.
In race 3, Foot Soldier will step out.
Yeah, Foot Soldier's only had one run, and I think we can see a little bit improvement from him.
We move on to race 4, where Paris Opera and Keeping the Peace will run. Paris Opera always in with a shout, and Keeping the Peace ran an absolute cracker last time out, over short of her best. She will be over the sprints once again, so interesting to see if she can follow up.
Yeah, Paris Opera, always in the money, always thereabouts, and never a horse to leave out. Keeping the Peace, I know, is a bit sharp for her, but she really ran a cracker first time out, and if she can follow this sort of run, I think she's a huge runner.
We move on to race 5, where the yard has got a handful of runners, and 2 of them are the horses that returned in first and second in the listed East Cape Breeders' Stakes last time out. And Alan, will you run through them for us, please?
Yeah, well, we start off with the younger filly in Franca versus Glacier Gold. They've both turned the tables on one another, and there's not much between them. And I think, you've got to keep an eye on them. And I think they should be there in the finish again. Soundcheck lost a little bit of form, but I think she's going to start regaining her form shortly. Victoria Tower, she loves the 1,000 metres. This is 1,100, so she will be running on. She is a little bit further than her best, really, and this is most probably her last run. Redberry hasn't run for a while, and might just be in need of this run.
In race 6, Under My Hat will run.
Yeah, Under My Hat has been a little bit disappointing since her win, and we're looking for some improvement from her.
The yard will be well represented in the pinnacle that is race 7, with Mara Mara C, an 11-time winner, Grazing in the Grass, a 6-time winner, both in fantastic form and definitely adding a lot of depth to the field. Yeah,
Mara C, he's an honest horse, and if this rain persists, be careful if we move to the poly. So he's a really consistent horse, good draw, and he's always there in the finish. As for Grazing in the Grass, he hasn't been fortunate lately with his draws, and he will be trying the 1900 for us for the first time, and he'll be coming from off them, so the draw won't be too much of an issue.
Race 8, Line of Power, will close for the stable, and though arguably at best on poly, he is a horse that loves the 1,000-metre trip, and he's not without an earning check chance.
I agree with you, Nadine. He has come down a little bit in the rating. He is better on the poly, but unfortunately that hasn't materialised, and we've got to keep soldiering on.
And that's how it is. Big thanks to Alan for the information.